Not every singer writes their own songs, but every singer has to live the song. And that doesn't happen if there's no trust between the artist and the people creating with them. Yeah? Because the hidden currency of music is also the emotional safety, trust, and the capacity to hold vulnerability, whether the song is light or heavy.
So, my fellow songwriters, so you can have the perfect hook, flawless production, or cleanest mix. But if your artists don't feel emotionally safe with you, then the track doesn't really land. I mean, this doesn't really apply for all songs, right? It depends if it requires that emotional depth. So that's what we are talking about today. So we're going to go through the differences between transactional writing and emotional witnessing and how this is seen between two different scopes. So for songwriters and artists, and the other scope, which is, you're wearing two hats. You are the songwriter and singer yourself. How are you holding space in that? And how you, as a songwriter or producer, you are beyond the technical aspects. You can become the emotional architect of timeless records. Hi, I'm Charles. I'm emotional strategy coach for public facing artists, currently navigating through post project, post tour void, emotional exhaustion, burnout, and identity shift. So I support artists to deepen self trust, gain emotional mastery, build confidence, and lean towards a sustainable path that is aligned with your artistic identity, values, and intuition. All right, so how transactional writing sounds like? Now, here's the beat, here's the hook, let's make it catchy. Because the focus is on speed and speed, whether it's polished and numbers. I mean, numbers is really important for everyone, but there's nothing wrong with this approach, right? Because not every song requires emotional depth. Some tracks are designed to be fun, vibey, and experimental. But when artists are trying to translate their emotional truth into song, then this transactional approach doesn't really, it creates a dissonance. Yeah, the song may be technically flawless, but it wouldn't create like a timeless record, right? Because in this process, the artist becomes a product, the human aspect becomes invisible, and this invisibility, right, it breeds burnout, disconnection, and yeah, and silent resentment from the artist. So emotional witnessing is a whole different posture compared to the previous approach. It says that I see the human behind the artist, right? So it's not about chasing the hit all the time. It's about the ability to hold space to tap into that emotions, whichever that you are trying to bring on in that particular song, right? So for songwriters, it means that you're listening beyond the lyric, right? You're observing the mannerism of your artist, catching the tremor in the voice or the truth that he or she trying to avoid, right? And for producers, it means that you curating. Sorry, it's a bit late. Me English. So for producers, it means curating an atmosphere where artists feel safe to express deep emotions like rage, grief, or sometimes just laughter, right? Without being rushed. Okay, so basically you're observing the stress level, and yeah, for artists themselves, it means that you don't have to. So when you enter a studio, you don't have to armor up. You can let your guard down and just be mentally ready and to basically just dive in, right? Dive in and to just show up whole. So that's the difference between music that is consumed and music that is
So
remembered.
there's two different scope in this approach. Yeah, so the first scope is between the songwriter and singer. Take Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco as an example. Benny's gift wasn't just in production or the songwriting process, but it was his presence as well. Selena herself said that she felt super calm. She can let her guard down to really express her truth, and he had the capacity to hold her vulnerability, right? So this is emotional witnessing at its gentlest. So a songwriter or a producer saying that no, I don't need your mask. I am here to hold the real you. as is. So the second scope is between independent artist and producer. So it's those of you who write your own songs, okay? And it's about the paradigm between yourself with those who are in your team, okay? Part of the process. So at these moments, sometimes emotional witnessing, it's not soft, it's raw. So let's look at Korn with producer Ross Robinson. I'm a huge fucking fan of Korn, man. Alright, Ross, he didn't just sit behind the board. He's beyond just a producer, okay? He ensured that he also entered their world. He was worried about their safety, but he did push Jonathan Davis to confront his darkest emotions. Songs like Daddy. So Jonathan, of course, he writes his own songs. So all of this result is very groundbreaking, brutally honest music, right? But it came at a cost. Jonathan actually spoke about how draining this process was, even though he does respect Ross's approach in this, but he know that he wouldn't want to dive into that kind of session anymore to express that rawness side again, because it's just too, well, it was traumatic, okay?
So this is the other side of trust. It's not comfortable. Sometimes it's confrontational. So the key question is, can artists feel held in these heavy emotions that you're trying to bring it out, right? In one of my earlier videos in this emotional vulnerability series, I mentioned that, what vulnerability without safety just re-traumatizes. I'm going to put the link in the description for this video for you to check it out. So yeah, so just ensure that when you are trying to embrace vulnerability, there is you can't rush or speed things up. Your artist is still human, right? So um, you have to ensure that there are necessary support tools so the artist can lean on. Consensual, so all of this has to be consensual with the artist, right? Yeah, so for you artists, okay, um that's why you need to speak up on your requirements that you require. Speak up on your requirements for uh any support system that you need during those sessions where it taps into your dark side, for example, or maybe you need to slow down the pace, or maybe some event may be too sharp for you to uh, recollect back. Who knows, maybe you need a therapy session before you actually go and sing, if you've you know uh, went through a traumatic a period and the song is about that. So yeah, so basically you just um ensure that you yourself feel safe, and then you voice out your opinion, okay? Voice out your opinion. And for songwriters, yeah, so songwriters and producers just ensure that the space is safe for your artist. So basically the key takeaway is, regardless whether you're writing for yourself or you're writing for someone else, the role of a songwriter or producer, um I mean, like I mentioned, it's beyond technical. You are the emotional architect, okay? So it's not about just creating the music. You are basically shaping how it sounds and how it connects with the audience. So when you feel it from a songwriter, and then when the artist feel it, and then it resonates with the audience. However, if let's say if you feel it, the artist don't, and then what goes out to the listeners is going to be you know just half-ass song, right? Everything is just about resonance. So resonance comes with safety, whereby all of you guys are in the same page, right? All of you guys in the same page, and no one is kind of caning one another, right? Stand by your values, dude. Artists, please stand by on your fucking values. Speak up, speak the fuck up. And songwriters, know that you have power to shape a lot of things. So have confidence in how you want to direct and guide your artists. And for those of you who are writing by yourself, like independent songwriters, singers, just ensure that if you have a great bandmate around you, ensure that they are there to hold your hand during those times that you need to be witnessed or we need to be held. Yeah, but that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I totally forgot about it. So anyways, yeah, so that's why I'm a coach. So I hold space for artists in this to feel emotionally safe, to feel connected. Okay, so if this whole video resonated with you, and if you have any challenges currently in the emotional dynamic area, then you can join in my Artist Ascendant portal. It's a 3-month coaching program for public facing artists. So in this session, I guide you to gain emotional mastery so you can ensure that you protect your energy during your whole process, and ensure that you stay aligned with your identity, and at the same time have clarity of mind that is prioritizing your sustainability, at the same time strengthening your intuitive leadership skills, right? So all the details are in the link in description or link in bio. However, if you cannot commit to 3 months, is okay. I do have a self-guided toolkit, which is a chunk of the portal. It has all the tools that you need to create your boundaries, just redefine your artistic identity if you have any issues with that area, gain emotional clarity. If I had not said that, sorry, it's a bit late at night, I might be repeating some things. And yeah, it dives in with your limiting beliefs, your fear and motivation. So it's a very multifaceted toolkit, so please do check it out. The details are also in the link in description below. And however, right now actually I'm running a 90 minutes free emotional reset session. So just DM me on Instagram. It's just a space, safe space for you to just voice out and unravel any challenges that you're currently facing through. And if you want to gain them clarity, and then I can help you to basically create a action plan forward. All right, so you don't have to go through your hurdles alone right now. Okay, so there's a helping hand here. Okay, so yeah, I appreciate your time so much. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment. Yeah, if you feel any of your artist friend or any artist that may need any information that I mentioned in this video, please do share to them. Okay, so yeah, take care, honor yourself, and don't feel that you're being weak or something just because. Yeah, don't feel that you are weak, or don't let anyone to tell you that just because you're needing safety, okay, to express yourself. This goes to men, especially men. All right, so yeah, with all the fucking stigma and everyone, the thing is, everyone talks about this. Yes, everyone embraces men's vulnerability and all that, but in a real life, okay, in real life, it's still not being practiced. It's still not being fucking practiced. So respect one another, and you're not losing pride, man, just because you're needing safe space. I'm telling you, please don't. You protect yourself, you love yourself, and you deserve all the fucking kindness, alright? Okay? Please love yourself. I love you so much. And I hope to see you in the next video, right? Take care. Bye bye.